Hello and welcome to another edition of Unpopular Reviews. Tonight I am no Honey. Hey, all right. There's the music. Nice. Thank you. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we are reviewing episode 5. Police Academy 5. 5, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be reviewing that. Join us. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us. And tonight we are reviewing Police Academy 5. I am No Honey, and I am joined by none other than Mr. Hardcore Triple X Mike Knox. How you doing, friend? I can't
How
hear you.
you doing, sir?
There you go. Chilling. Same old, just surviving. And secondly, and lastly, not leastly, we are joined by Executive Captain Harris of the biggest green cloud in the room. Captain Harris, how are you?
You know, I would have been doing better if you didn't call me Captain Harris, considering the fact that this clown in the movie is
A dork?
the guy that gets is the butt of all jokes, and that's not your boy, right? That's not your boy.
nah,
Yo,
you're more a Proctor guy.
not
And
end up you better not fall asleep at the beach.
I don't see who's next. I'm kissing. And then I'm like, I said, how am I going to go on Vic today for making me watch this movie? And then you seemed all happy when we played the music, right? You were like, oh yeah, you're like a kid in the candy store.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm like, you know what? I'm feeling bad for him now that what I read on this movie. I really am. Then you called me Captain Harris. So now the gloves are off. There's no holds barred. Right? I'm letting you know I'm coming at you.
Well,
Because
don't-
last week,
Governments come in?
for the last episode, I was like, maybe I was a little too harsh on Vic. Your ass is going to deserve what you get this time. So go ahead and prepare. Go ahead and praise this movie before I tear this shit down.
Anyway, so for episode 5 of Police Academy, it seems like it's gotten to the point where this content is so popular they just got to pull anything out of their asses. So they figure out that Captain Lassard, no, Commandant Lassard, is at the age of retirement. So basically he's super old, which is apparent because he's like falling asleep.
He's been senile.
He's like messed up and senile and just one of the most luckiest people ever. But there's a lot of charm to him, which makes him hilarious. But the one thing that definitely stands out from the very beginning of this movie is that there is no Mahoney. Wow. There's a lot of the same characters, a lot of the same people, a lot of the same, Hooks and Hightower and man, the guy with the guns, I keep forgetting his name. But
Huckleberry.
and Huckleberry, thank you. And Huckleberry's there. And mind you, the main characters are there and but there's no Mahoney, which is shocking and it looks like Mahoney was replaced by the sergeant's nephew.
Nephew. Yeah.
So, that's certainly a twist in this movie. That's not something. That's certainly something that I don't remember. And
I
I got
remember Mac McCoy coming and taking over. Sergeant Nick Lassard.
well, no, personally, that's something that I didn't remember because I feel like at a certain point, this might be where the popularity of these movies started to fall off.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I think that one of the things that people remember the most is Police Academy for the yama 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 stuff. That's the stuff that people talk about the most. But then after that, nobody really says anything. Now, when it comes to this movie, once again, just an enormous amount of 80s cheese. 80s cheese, man. And just a whole bunch of 80s cheesy ass pranks and jokes. Captain Harris was the butt of the majority of those jokes. I think that just that whole situation when writing dork on him at the beach was just hilarious. Oh man, that shit was so funny. Everybody was just calling him dork. Oh man, it just and listen, it's just that
The fact that Vic laughs at himself is the best part of the shows. I promise you. When you can crack your own self up, you are a funny guy because that's the only person that matters who's laughing, as long as you're laughing. So,
Fact City.
in the words of Jimmy Bob, you should laugh, cry, and be moved to tears every day.
That's right. That's right. Laugh therapy is a thing. I love it. No, I mean, it's at this point a lot of these movies are just starting to seem episodic. These movies are only
Yes.
an hour and a half. It really has a feel of like a Netflix show or
Hmm.
something like that. You notice how even with the titles of the movie, it literally just goes right into it.
Hmm.
There is no, everything is just letters and you see everybody that's into it and everybody just picks up right where they left off. So just the whole battle of just Captain Harris just being so jealous of everybody else in the police academy and how they're
Hmm.
coming up and things like that. So it's just basically a nice continuance, a lot of jokes, a lot of funniness. Um, but it's all a matter of perspective. But at the same time, I think that they made this movie just to push the narrative of, hey, everybody go to Miami and finding the sun in Miami. You
They
know?
wanted to be Revenge of the Nerds in Paradise. I felt.
Mm-hmm.
There's this is one scene where Taco Bear's on the beach, and it's when the shark scene's about to come up, and they're showing them they all first get there to Miami, and they're all doing their little thing, showing them how they run the beach and stuff. I
Mm-hmm.
swear, I laughed so hard because they were actually in a pool. You could see the floor of the. I said, "Hold up now,
That was,
if I'm grading this movie fairly, okay, and I'm an adult. I was an adult watching this. I was an adolescent, okay, but watching as an adult, I say I got to point that out that they were literally in a pool when they're supposed to be on the beach. Like what happened to no one they made all their money back 8 times, 10 times, 15 times over because the budget clearly was low here. But this movie, No Honey, was different because, like you said, Commandant Lassard they're forcing him out of into retirement, and they're going to go celebrate him at the same time. And the whole thing's about who could be the new commandant. So you have people, trying to get in there and get in there, but then and true airplane comedy kind of fashion, in my opinion, with this movie, uh, he's got his golf clubs and he's oblivious to what's going on, and his balls are falling everywhere out of the place, and they get some diamonds mixed up, and they have these funny 80s mobsters trying to get the bag, and it's just hilarious in that part of them trying to do it in a sense. But from the start of this movie, where they're giving out the diplomas of the to the graduates, and the girl falls down, the guy comes behind her, bumps into her, and not that she's in Commandant Lassard's crotch, it's how he's responding to her in her crotch, like, oh God, thank you, and like clearly nothing's there but her face touching it. He's just not, you know doing any exercises, no kind of jobs are going on, but he's just so turned on to a woman's by his crotch and his face. And that's the slapstick humor comedy of these movies. As you said, it's past its time at this point. It's like any other movie in the 80s that, as you haven't said it, all of this series, which is shocking to me, a money grab. Just money grab after money grab. And like you said, to promote Miami. It's the new thing. It's like, if you're gonna do Fort Lauderdale, we're gonna do Miami. You know what I mean? But if you're not wearing an any beanie yellow polka dot bikini that she wore for the first time today, it don't count. And that's Revenge of the Nerds. So I'm saying Nerds over Police Academy any day of the week, baby. I am Jamal. Yeah.
oh wow.
So,
Gotta do that.
but I still wait to give you my opinions of this movie, good or bad. It had some, like Police Academy 4, it had some parts, but like you said, Mahoney, definitely noticed Mahoney not being there. He was the star of all 5 movies. He
Mhm.
tripper, if you will, so to speak, of these movies. He's the so-called good-looking guy that gets the girls and things like that. But I also felt that the stick ran a little bit too much with Jones and the voices, going through it was cool, some of the stuff, like when he went to go fight the girl, because we know from the first, was Police Academy 1 or 2, where he's doing the kung fu and he beat, I think it's 2, and he beat the guy. So okay, he knows kung fu in the storyline, and then he goes, and it just, the voice at that point wasn't funny to me anymore. Doing the whole
Yeah, it's getting old.
Yeah, it got the sticks getting over again when calling and they're offering you a paycheck. What are you supposed to say?
Facts.
Clearly, they meld this thing in. I'll tell you that much right there. Executive consultant, hey, ho, ho, rip it apart. I feel it coming.
Well, I'm going to actually give you a little bit of swerve. There's some parts of this movie I liked. Yeah. Can you believe it? You screwed me over. But there's some parts of this movie that I like. Let's go ahead and bring out the parts of the movie I like.
Here's sarcasm.
No, there's no sarcasm. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. There's some parts of the movie I like. Here we go. Look at that. Yep, believe it or not, I like this guy. Right?
He was funny. Shocking. He stole the movie.
Of course, he stole the movie.
That whole situation with Lassard and him. Lassard thinking he was like it was like an act.
How's my hair? How's my hair? How's my hair? Yo, how's my hair?
Great.
Ain't he from Star Trek?
The late Renee. Yes, that's why I like this movie because Constable Otto is in this movie. And he was a Trekkie. He was somebody from Star Trek. I saw somebody Star Trek. I instantly liked this movie.
I liked him because he was from Benson first, but you're too young, so I digress.
But I know what Benson is. But he is known as Constable Otto, also that chef.
No, he's not known for that. I guarantee he's known for his role in Benson more than Star Trek.
Well, I know, Mike, that you think that because he was known for that when you were growing up, right? However, it is a new time period now, right? The dinosaurs
It was the same damn time period.
No, it was not.
Okay, let me rephrase that. You're right, it's not. He wouldn't have got the job on Star Trek if he wasn't famous on Benson.
That might be true, but he's known as Constable Otto for Star Trek. The late, great Renee and the chef from Little Mermaid.
Yes.
Right? That's what he's known for. Now, that being said, not even Constable Otto can save this movie. He did a great job as the security chief in Star Trek on Deep Space Nine. But this movie needed to get bombed. It needed to get invaded. It needed to get destroyed. It was in Miami and I was waiting for a hurricane. Look, here's my point, right? My point is, as much as I did enjoy the late great Renee Albert or whatever that's what his name is, I was not a fan of this movie. I'm not saying it gets a thumbs down. I'm not going to give you that.
He was even in Richie Rich, the cartoon.
Oh, wow.
Damn. I want you to keep naming things that are better than this movie. But it's like, I sit here and I'm like, it's the Booker T. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. Shout out to Booker T. Right? Yeah, that's right, Vic. I'm about to do it to you. Because, Vic, and we're going to do it again because I said you earned it this week, right? By calling me Captain Harris. You earned it this week, right? Not once.
That's like your last name.
Not twice. Not 3 times. Not 4 times. But 5 times, Vic. 5 times. 5 times. 5 times. 5 times. You unscrewed me with this movie. Why do you do it to me, man?
Now, can you dig that?
Sucker!
You know what? I felt like that's what he said when he picked this movie franchise. I feel like he said that. And it's outside of you, Mike. Shout out to Mike Knotts. Now I'm going to highlight him. Shout out to Mike Knotts. Outside Mike Knotts, only I said I can dig it. Because everybody else jumped ship, but that's why I don't see him anymore. It is your fault, Vic. It is your fault that we have lost all our people because you picked this crap.
Listen. No, we didn't, because on Thursday.
When every time somebody comes up and says, hey, it's somebody else's picking a franchise, because that's my pick next week, right? Then it's going to be Ethan if she comes back. Then it's going to be Mike Knox's pick, right? But by the time we get to your pick, Nahoni, in the honor of your late, great Captain Harris, I'm going to say,
no.
Move it, because I will never let you pick again. I can't believe you did that crap.
I felt that coming.
Find out what we're reviewing next time, right here on Unpopular Review. Stay with us.
Hello? Mom, Dad, I changed my mind and I'm coming home for Christmas.
What? We have only 12 hours, so we're going to perform a little Christmas miracle. I'm getting the ham. You get the tree.
Tim Allen.
Your face. It's like it's frozen.
I got a Botox injection today.
Luther?
And Jamie Lee Curtis. Christmas with the Cranks.
And we are back here, Nahoni, on Unpop Review Entertainment. We are doing Police Academy 5 times. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5. See, LeBron don't got none of those. But we got 5 Police Academies. Okay. And we got 2 more to go. Okay. So here we are. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Nahoni, this is your franchise. I'm sorry, I've been here a little over a year. I have yet to see you give a thumbs down. I doubt one's coming now. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. What is your final thoughts?
It came close to being a thumbs down almost today. You know why? Because Mahoney's not in this movie. Mahoney's the most memorable character of this franchise. I feel like they really did it a disservice. However, I was brought into the story. You know what I mean? Like they certainly were able to figure it out. I feel like Mahoney would have made it better, but they definitely were able to figure it out and do a continuance. So now one of the reasons why I picked this franchise specifically is because they really touch a situation where there was high crime at the time, and they make light of it. But the reason why is because they really wanted people to respect the police department. Unfortunately, that's out the window. But they really wanted people to respect the police department and to have an understanding that without police you have chaos. And I think that they really were able to hone that in, and they did that in a really really funny way. And as an end result, I really think that there's a lot of people that felt that the police academy or just the police in general were there to protect and serve. That's up for debate now, but you know what I mean. But at the same time, just at least I'm not gonna lie, like as a little boy, as a first generation American, this level of marketing is something that I appreciated because I thought it was true. Um, we can get into debates over what their purpose is now and what they represent, but I still feel that there should be like the sense of civic duty should definitely be there if you actually care about the land that you're living in. And for some, and more than anything, you saw that in Huckleberry. But
Tackleberry.
Tackleberry, thank you. I keep doing that. I don't know
Keep
why.
calling that man Huckleberry like you're a Huckleberry fan. That ain't Tom
Thank you.
Sawyer
I
in
don't
this
know
movie.
why. Facts, yo. Ain't no Mark Twain.
Man, you call that man Huckleberry for 3 movies.
For real.
Huckleberry. So that's a thumbs up, right?
Yeah, sorry it dragged out, but it's that what I like about it is that it brings me back. It makes me think about that time, and it just makes me think about the narrative that they were pushing. Right. So now, obviously, the acting is terrible. Everything, a lot of the things are terrible in this movie, but at least with just what they were trying to accomplish, they accomplished very well. So that's why I appreciate this franchise.
The best part about this movie was the picture frame.
Wow.
This is an animated picture.
It is.
This is just fun, just looking at this thing. And
There was
like
a lot
you
of things
said,
that were like that back
like
then.
my man from Benson definitely stole the movie. My hair. This movie is the same as the rest of the movies. It's slapstick humor. You're gonna laugh at some parts. I laugh out loud, outwardly like hilarious, and some of them I find very stupid, crude, and unnecessary as I watch it today. But I'm judging this movie. I think you said a lot of things that I don't have to say. This movie was damn near trash, but it wasn't trash. But I didn't miss Mahoney in this movie. You can see he's noticeably missing from the franchise, yes. But I thought Captain's nephew stepped in a way that was Mahoney-esque that carried him into the next movie as well, where you'll see in Police Academy 6 that he's also in that one as well. But enough beating around the bush. I can't help it any more than what I help it. This one was a bad movie to me. but not from the perception of the perfective. God, I can't say the goddamn word.
Perspective.
The perfect. I still can't say it.
Perspective.
Right. I know the word. I just can't say it for some reason. Perspective. I just thought, even though I thought this was a little bit more easier to watch than 5, if that makes any sense at all, but I just felt that this story was just, it was no story. It was just, they were just in Miami, and it was just there. Like you said, it was like, it was a run-on movie. It was just thrown together to just be together to get a check, and it was unnecessarily. I didn't need this movie in any way. Not that we needed the first other 3. I liked 1 and 2, but thumbs down for me, executive consultant. Who did that? You're muted.
You're muted.
Now, let me make sure I'm not confusing anybody. All right. This thumbs up goes to Mike for putting your thumbs down. All right. So
that was funny.
I like this guy. And I like he was in the movie, which makes this my favorite Police Academy movie to date. I don't like this guy for picking this franchise because it is one of my worst franchises. Actually, my worst franchise we have done to date.
As he wears my glasses.
Correct. This is what I felt when I was watching the movie. 5 times, 5 times, 5 times, 5 times, 5 times, Vic got me. And in order to counter that, I have to give this 5 thumbs down for this movie.
You better watch out. I might beat you like Kofi Kingston.
You're right, because we're going to watch Police Academy 6 next. We're going to review that next.
So why would you put up that ugly pictures that are going 5 times down?
Because this movie doesn't deserve that many clicks. Let's just do 1 and get it over. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this here at Unpopular Review. We will see you next time for Police Academy 6 and whatever movie we put out at that time. For Mike Not for No Honey, I'm the exec consultant. And have a good day, night, whatever. Bye, everybody.
Peace.